Hello, let's do Wordle for Tuesday, May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Yesterday we spun the wheel and it said to start with donut. And I don't have a donut with me, but if you have a donut, go ahead and eat one. All right. So we have a T, which means we can just go straight to one of our Saleh anagrams. So why don't we do slate today? Because I just think the bot's going to give that a 99. Anyway, I'll just pick one. All right. So they're all yellow. Where do I want to move these? L, A, and T. I'm thinking, what am I thinking? Start with T. I mean, something like tally might be a decent guess. Check where the L goes, see if there's two of them. Sure, why not? All right, there is one L, and we still don't know where it goes, first or last. So the T actually is forced to be here. That's the only place left. So we could be the Atch Trap. We could be Latch and gotten lucky to get the L. We are the Atch Trap. Wow. On 2 traps in a row. That's nasty. And I got lucky both times in getting a key letter. But I mean, L being a key letter is like, get an L, right? Get an L in your start. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Got lucky there. There's always casualties with the Atch Trap, although I think with Latch, just because more people have the L, I think we'll have a higher solve rate than some other of the Atch traps. Like Catch and Hatch are the worst with the repeated C and H. Those are the nastiest. All right, well, before we do anything else, let's spin the members wheel and see what we are starting with today. Tomorrow. Vogue, suggested by Good and Delicious. There's a Madonna song called Vogue, I believe, and a magazine, which the song references, I believe. Okay, cool. Well, if you're following along, tomorrow we'll start with Vogue. You'll get some vowels at least. And let's do some analysis. So, hard mode. The answer was latch, and we started with donut. And I will check if I was sent an analysis. I don't actually know if I was or not. But we will see. Give me a moment. Otherwise, we'll just use this bot. Donut analysis. Perfect. All right. So it says tripe would be the best follow-up. I did slate. Let's see what it thinks of slate. Slate might lose on 2 of the aced words. Oh, the aced trap. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, I did go slate. Wow, it's concerned about a lot more in this one because I didn't fully analyze, but you can see that waste and taste are there. Okay, so, but it isn't the ace trap because we have an L. It says there's 7 words left. Aptly, fatal, latch, talkie, tally, trial, and vital. What's it think of tally? Tally is tied for first place, so tally was good. And we're down to fatal and latch, and I just thought of latch first, so I got lucky. Could have been a 5, but I was in no danger of losing there. So the analysis says to do tripe after donut. That avoids the Atch Trap and by getting the P for patch out of the way. And we're not stuck in the Atch Trap yet, so we could get another after. It suggests hilts here. So do kind of a filler-ish. In fact, it is a hard mode filler because it repeats the I there. In ultra mode, it would do multi probably. It would do halts. Interesting. So hilts. Oh, that's really interesting. So in ultra, we have to go halts, and then we might actually start losing on the Atch Trap. Because we lock in that A, we have less freedom. But in hard mode, we're allowed to do hilts, which avoids getting that A, and so then we have enough room to work within the Atch Trap. That's really interesting. But we get the L and we just go latch here. So I think either way, it's just going to do halts latch or hilts latch. That's really interesting how that happened. Haven't seen that before. Or if I have, I hadn't noticed it. All right. Tails is its suggested start. Already down to 6 words. Fatal, fault, lati, latch, natal, and vault. It suggests going fatal. And then after fatal, it's latch. Gets a 3. Steel will have the same letters, but they're yellow. We're going to go for a lot. And then after that, it's only lady or latch, so 3 or 4. Late T. I don't know what late T means. Maybe I should look it up. Define late T. The people of a religious faith as distinguished from its clergy. All right. And adieu is the most common starting word. Got to be careful about that atch trap, though. Is it just clasp after that? So we go clasp. And then now that we have the L, we just go latch and we win, even though there were 6 words left. There was focal, larch, latch, local, octal, and vocal. Cool. Let's look at audio. Again, with that A, we are worried about AER. We're going to go lapse. Now that we have the LA, we're actually just down to lanky, larch, larva, and latch. It says go larch. Larch gets all the rest of them. And then we go latch. All right. Stare. Person who starts with stare, who commented yesterday, hey, it's time to wake up. This is your analysis. All right. So we're doing stare. He says he falls asleep by the time I get to stare. Or something along those lines. Drifts off. So it says to go tonal, but we're worried about the atch trap and the ont trap. Wonderful. There's so many traps with these letters. So it goes tonal. And then from there, again, it's going to go late T and latch. Okay. Trace tries to get in too. We're in the atch trap and we might lose. That's the problem with Trace. Oh, and I'm in ultra. I don't know if that makes a difference. It says we got 7 atch words left. Only the atch words left. And try to get lucky. You might not. You could do as bad as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's the atch trap for you. And there's actually more unlikelies. There's gatch and natch. So this is as bad as you could do. So maybe don't start with trace. I don't know. Unless you want to lose some on a couple words, almost guaranteed. Well, not guaranteed, but it's a gamble a few times in the history of starting with it. So I guess it depends on how much you care about that. And finally, clasp is what the official bot starts with. We are down to 13 words. We're going to go fecal. And then we could go latch right away, or we could go large latch. I'm guessing the bot's going to go latch because it's more common, but we'll see. All right, let's see how many people, how many fatalities there are today. Let's grab the screenshot first. Okay, and we'll save that as latch. Oops, what did I do? I clicked the wrong thing. Okay. Did I beat the bot? Give me 99 skill. I told you it liked Slate. It didn't look ahead enough to see that Slate would lose on some things. On the, what was it? Not the atch trap. It was on the, was it the atch trap it would lose on? Hold on. No, I can't remember. Aced trap. A-S-T-E. All right. So how many start with donut? 61 others. Steel, trail, stare, slate. Yeah, I mean, steel is kind of the go-to Saleh anagram. I just decided to do slate because I knew that the bot would like it. Stale, stare, plate, track, tramp. So taste, tater, slate were the 99s. If we go down to steel, actually it tells us what steel would be. Steel was an 82 skill. Like, it really likes slate over steel a lot. For whatever reason, even though they're anagrams. Tally gave me a 99. It actually liked that as well. And I think the other bot said so as well. And then latch. I had 2 words and I got the right one. 75 luck on that. So I got a 99 skill on every single guess. It goes clasp, laced, latch. Gets a 3. Larch was still available, so it went latch over larch. Point 3 started with latch. 7%, 27.9, 55.2, 75.4, 88.6. There's the atch trap for you. Losing on watch, match, batch, patch, catch, hatch. Lotta. I don't know what Lotta is. I think Lotta might be a typo of latch. But who knows? All right. So 88.6. Let's refresh and see how bad it is in regular mode. because people, for some reason, don't do fillers in regular mode in general. So, gave me a 98 skill, interestingly. So it didn't like one of the guesses as much. Donut's better in regular mode. Raise is by far the most common follow-up from Donut. Trail, trace, arise, teach, track, tears, stale, parse. Steal does not appear. Slate is what I did. It gives a 96 skill for Slate this time, because I guess there's some fillers that don't use T that pushes everything else down. All right, still like Tally, still like Latch. Slate taint latch. So we do have a filler. We did not use the L. We did repeat the T though, and use the A. It's kind of interesting. Yellow T says repeat the T oftentimes. All right, Latch got 0.6 starting with Latch. I feel like the higher the failure rate is, the more people start with that word. So there's something going on with like maybe people getting spoiled. Like, oh, today was really hard. It was Latch, and people go, oh, come on, and then they get the 1. So that would be the best case scenario for that. I don't know what else would cause it to have such a big bump, only when it's hard. Other than discussion. Well, we're only at 72.7 on turn 5, 87.6, so 1% lower. Losing on the same stuff: the Atch Trap, Watch, Match, Batch, Patch, Catch, Hatch, and then Lotta again. Huh. What's causing that? Because the C and A aren't that close to each other. Huh. All right. Well, how'd you do?